Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White. This is episode number 37, and in this episode, we're going to be heading out to the Mistralton Cave by Driftville City. So, the first thing I want to do to get prepared for that is to pick up my Roggenrola because he has strength, and we're going to need that. So I'm going to put Archeops away since he's at level 40 already. And, yeah, so there you have it. Unfortunately, I do need to have the Dove, too, so I don't have Zebstrika with me either, but I have Cryogon all trained up to level 36 now. I did teach him Flash Cannon. He also has Acid Armor, Icy Wind, and Ice Beam, so obviously he is a special attacker, but his physical attack is just awful, so it'd be pointless for me to teach him moves that he likes to learn, like Nightshade and Slash and things like that. I also taught Seismitoad Brick Break and Surf to make him a little bit more well-rounded, and also Surf has the same power as Muddy Water, it just has higher accuracy, so I wanted to stick with that. As for Lampent, I don't believe he knows anything different here. Will-O-Wisp, Flame Burst, Inferno, and Hex, but he's up to level 41 as well. And, well, he was at level 41. I don't even know why I showed you him, because he evolves at level 41, so anyway, that's enough of that. But before we head off to do any of that jazz with the Mistralton Cave, we're going to head out to Accumula Town. Why Accumula Town, you ask? Well, I guess you're just going to have to wait and find out. Anyway, we're going to head out of the North Gate here, and yeah, that didn't take very long for you to find out, did it? There is an item right here that I wanted to grab with strength before I forget. It's just a rare candy. It's nothing as important as like a TM or anything, but I wanted to grab it because if I don't grab it now, I'm going to completely forget about it. And yeah, that would be kind of bad because I like to show at least where most of the items are. Alright, so enough of that. Now we can head out to Driftville City and head out to Mistralton Cave for reals this time. But before we do that, I'm going to go into this house right here, and because last time I was here I didn't have 50 Pokemon in my Pokedex somehow, or at least I thought I did, but apparently it must have been just under. Now I have well more than that, so he will give you a Shell Bell, which is an interesting little item, which restores a little bit of HP depending on how much your Pokemon that's holding it inflicts in damage. So I think it's like 1/16th maybe of the damage that you inflict, you get back. Something like that. It's not a lot, but if you're killing wild Pokemon, it really adds up quickly, and you can get a lot of your health back. Alright, so now that I have Surf, also I can grab another item that's here before we head out. So I'll use a Max Repel, so I don't run into any wild Pokemon. The only wild Pokemon you can find here are actually Frillish. So if you're looking for a Water or a Ghost type or both, go ahead and grab that while you're here, and you have Surf. There's a Water Stone there that will evolve Panpour if you're looking to add one to your team. I'm not, but I thought I would just show that there's a Water Stone there. And now I'm going to go ahead and go back to my PC really fast. And this is going to be the last thing that we do before we head out, I promise. And let me see here. I'm probably going to want to pick up, well, Archeops maybe? I don't know. Let's see, I want to get rid of Pidove, that's for sure. And I suppose Zebstrika can just wait this one out. Well, actually, wait a second. No, we actually want to grab Zebstrika because we need Flash. I forgot about that. So we don't need Archeops at all. Alright, I think I have it all under control here after changing my mind a million times and having no idea what I'm doing half the time. And I probably should buy some more repels too. Man, there's a lot I had to do before we can head out. So confusing. Probably should have done a good amount of this off screen, but that's okay. I'm just gonna buy like 30 something Max Repels, and we're gonna want to buy some Ultra Balls too, because we are going to be going up against some legendary Pokemon. So yeah, now we should be prepared. Off we go after 5 minutes of preparations. So to the west, onto Route 6. Bring someone that knows Surf, obviously. and you can actually pick up a couple items along the way. The first of which is TM84, which is Poison Jab, and it's a pretty awesome move, I'm not going to lie. Poison, unfortunately, is a horrible type as far as type advantages go, because it's only good on grass. But it inflicts neutral damage on a lot of Pokemon as well, so that part is pretty cool. And I believe it also has a chance to cause poison, I'm assuming, because most poison moves do. And it has an 80 base power, so it's a nice coverage move, I suppose. Anywho, we'll use Surf one last time here. And this is going to allow us to finally get over to the cave that we could not get to before without Surf. You can do this before going through Twist Mountain if you want. You just have to grab Surf from Alder, I guess, and then just fly here. But I decided not to do that. I figured it would make more sense to go through Twist Mountain first. And yeah, do it that way. Okay, so as you can see, we need Flash here to light up this cave, otherwise we're going to have no idea where we are going whatsoever. So Flash is TM70, you should have it at this point. And as you can see, a couple of my Pokemon can learn it. So I'm going to teach it to Zebstrika because, yeah, I feel like I can just get rid of a move. I'm going to get rid of Thunder Wave for now, and I'm specifically choosing that move because it is ATM, so I can just reteach it to him and get rid of Flash and interchange it as necessary. Because Flash is not an HM in this game like it was in previous games. Alright, so now that we have the cave lit up a little bit so we can see, I want to use a Max Repel so we don't get attacked by wild Pokemon. For those of you interested in what Pokemon are here, the most interesting one is going to be Axew, of course. It's the pure Dragon-type Pokemon. It has, well, it's Evolved Form, Final Evolved Form that is, has the highest non-legendary physical attacking stat in the game, and that includes all of the generations. So all of the Pokemon, all 600 plus. But anyway, yeah, okay, so we need to use Strength here, and it's really not that complicated. We just have to push the boulder into the hole on the ground, and that will allow us to pass on through. Nothing terribly difficult there, but we have a hiker battle here. My favorite things are mountains, meals, and Pokemon. Okay, let's battle. Fantastic, let's do it. He's got two Pokemon, and his name is Hugh. Hiker Hugh. I like the alliteration there. Alright, so he has a Drillbur at level 33, and I'm going to lead off with my Cryogonal and test it a little bit here. And Ice Beam just annihilates Drillbur. Girder is next, so Girder would just completely destroy Cryogonal in pretty much one hit with my awful defenses, so I'm going to need to probably switch out here, and I'm going to go with Seismitoad because I feel like it. No logical reason behind that, I just kind of feel like doing that, so I'm going to say we'll go for a Surf here. That is my most powerful move after all, and it actually kills the Girder in one hit, which I was not expecting, but not complaining, and that's the end of that battle, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we have another block that we can push in to create a, I guess, shortcut back. It's not really a shortcut, but there are points where you can create shortcuts with these blocks, but that wasn't one of them. I don't know why I said shortcut. I guess I was just being stupid. Anywho, we have a battle with Hiker Clark here, and he has a Bulldor at level 34. And I've got Cryogonal, and should I try to fight it? I guess so. We'll go for an Acid Armor and try to raise our defenses. I'm going to need to get at least two of these off if I plan on surviving a super effective move, and I don't. Oh, I do survive it anyway. Oh, awesome, Cryogonal. You are the man. But it takes him down to 19 HP, and I haven't broken his Sturdy yet, so I can't kill him with Ice Beam, so I probably should have just Flash Cannoned him. I don't know. But I'm going to have to switch out here to Superior. He goes for a Smackdown, which really doesn't do anything at all. And I'm going to go for a Leaf Blade, which is super effective. It is a physical move, but it still activates the Sturdy and gets him down to 1 HP. And yeah, so now I can kill him and humiliate him with a not very effective Aerial Ace for the win. And as a result, Cryogonal grows up to level 37, and he's trying to learn Light Screen, and he's also going to try to learn Reflect. And I'm not going to teach either to him at this point. Both of them are TMs as well, so if I want to replace Acid Armor with Reflect instead, I will do that a little bit later on, but I'm not going to worry about it at this point. It's not that important to me. So, I do need to heal Cryogonal, though, because he took a beating in that battle from just one rock slide. And now he's looking a little bit better. So, first thing I want to do here is push this rock in. And this actually is the shortcut that leads back to the entrance. So, if you were to, I don't know, have to say leave and come back, you can get to the later parts of the cave a little bit faster that way and not have to go through the whole thing again. And the blocks don't reset themselves and all that good stuff. There's a max repel here, so I guess that's kind of good since I've been using a lot of them. And there's also a hidden hyper potion in this rock right here, and I've been using hyper potions off and on lately, so that's good too. It'll put it to good use. So, going to have to use strength some more to push some more blocks around. This cave really isn't that difficult at all. And you can pretty much see where just about all the items are. And really all you have to do is just kind of explore and walk around and you can see them all. There's not a lot of hidden things. So, yeah, it's really not that bad. I need to use another max repel here. And look at me with 36 of them. That'll probably be out in the next couple of episodes, the way I use them. Anyway, there's an Ultra Ball in this rock down here, so if you're short on Ultra Balls, or if you just want a free one, go grab one. There's also a Hyper Potion in this rock over yonder. And the only way left to go is this way, so I guess that's where we're going. And we'll push this rock into place here, and this one as well, and I'm assuming that was the shortcut rock. So that didn't really do a whole lot for us, but I guess we can check over here, and there's an item over here. It is a hard stone, which is kind of cool, I guess. It increases the power of rock-type moves for any Pokemon that's holding it. And, oh, a steel gem as well. Cool. I'm picking up a lot of items. I like this. My inventory is just expanding by the minute. Okay, so I have no idea which way I came from. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's not this way because there's an item over here, and it is an iron, which increases defense EVs by plus 10, so I should probably use that on Cryogonal because he has the worst defense, physical defense that is, by far out of everyone on my team, so yeah. And there's a hidden item in the corner over here. It is a PP up, and you can use that to increase the PP of any moves that don't have a lot of PP, like, I don't know, Fire Blast or Blizzard. They only have 5. For some reason, Thunder has 10, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because Thunder also has a higher percentage to inflict a status condition than those two, but that's besides the point. TM80 Rock Slide is over here in the top left-hand corner, and you're going to want to make sure you grab that because Rock Slide is a very useful TM. It doesn't have perfect accuracy, but it is a pretty good rock move. So, we're going to grab the Revive here on the left, and I do have a lot of uses for Revives because my Pokemon kind of die a lot, especially when I'm training them. And I'm going to go over here and grab an Ultra Ball that is hiding in the rock, and whatever this item is up here, a Dusk Stone, and that will evolve our Lampent when the time comes, which will probably be soon because Lampent really doesn't learn any good moves. So yeah, let's talk to this old guy. It's impressive for one so young. He's talking about our skills. It may be possible. How about it? Will you listen to my story? Yes. In the distant past, when Pokemon and people lived in different worlds, a war between people started. An intense fire in a forest where many Pokemon lived. That's just awful. I hate fires. The Pokemon were surrounded by smoke and flames. They were in big trouble. And then the legends Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion appeared. Terrakion used its amazing strength to destroy rocks, blocking the escape route. Virizion used its quick movements to protect Pokemon from looming flames. And Cobalion led the frightened Pokemon out of the burning woods. Well, that's pretty impressive. The people who started the war were rooted by the power of the legends. Because of Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion, the war was ended. When people fight, there's no peace for Pokemon either. Well, duh. The 3 legends learned that the deeds of humans could lead to dire consequences for their world. For every world, honestly. Humans suck, man. They cut themselves off from people and disappeared, and I do not blame them for that one bit. No one saw much of them after that, and the 3 faded into myth. I've been searching for them for decades, And I finally figured out that one of them was deep in this cave. One of them, But the legendary 3 do not trust people. That could be a problem, I guess. If people approach, they bare their fangs and attack. It can't be helped because they only know the old world. They still don't know how the world, or they don't know that the world has become a place where people and Pokemon try to understand and help each other. You seem like you might be able to show them that people and Pokemon can trust each other and live together. If they take another look at people, I think they will stop hiding from us. That's a good idea, I suppose. And I guess that's it for the story. I want to know how this old guy got all the way here in this cave, but I guess that's a different story. So we might as well push this rock into place here, because apparently that's the only way we're going to be able to move on. And I guess this rock as well. This appears to be a shortcut rock, though. And yeah, I need to use another max repel there. I'm not interested in catching Axew because obviously I already have 6 members on my team. I don't know if I mentioned that. But anyway, in the top left-hand corner, you see one of the legendary Pokemon that's going to be Cobalion. And there is a hidden Carbos in this rock right here beyond where the rare candy was. So I'm going to use that Carbos, and Carbos is for speed. So let's see, I'll give it to Seismitoad because he's pretty slow and clunky. He could use a little bit of a speed boost. Alright, so was this a shortcut? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I've already been over here and tried to grab an item out of that rock. Okay, so this is the only way that we're supposed to go. And it appears as though there's no other items for us to grab, nothing else for us to do but battle that Cobalion. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. And we'll also be chasing down Virizion, one of the other legendary Pokemon, in the next episode as well. So, that's pretty much what's coming up. But thank you very much for watching, folks, and please stay tuned for episode number 38. Game on!